Yo guys, what's going on? LifeOfRio here, and I wanted to bring you guys my Nidus, basically my endgame breakdown for Nidus, and what you will be doing with the core mechanics of Nidus on how to truly face tank and how to stay alive. Like when I speak to a lot of people about Nidus, the main thing that they say is that, oh, Nidus is invincible and all of this stuff, right? So the really cool thing about Nidus is, guys, is that he can actually do what most tanks in the game can't do. And we're not going to bring up Nyx with a simulator or anything like that, because even in high-end gameplay they drain out her entire energy pool and it's hard for her to stay up. Now with Nidus, one thing with him is that he can actually truly tank in this game, and he can hold down a team. Like if you really need a tank, you can definitely bring Nidus there with you. So we're gonna go into this, and I'm gonna show you guys on what to do with Nidus, with some tips and tricks on basically core mechanics on what to do in endgame. This is nothing for early game, this is for mid game to end game. And if you play Nidus correctly, everyone can go to MOT and do that type of, you know, scenario to where you go an hour plus long, and then you keep building up on that, and then you learn how to play better. So we'll go into this first, right? So we're gonna start this off, and I'm gonna show you guys. This is gonna be a level 130 heavy gunner. I mean, the level doesn't really matter. I just want to show you guys some core mechanics. So here's the thing about this one, guys, right? Now Nidus's third ability, which is Link, doesn't cost any energy. It doesn't cost any energy at all, and this is what makes Nidus unique. It just costs 1 stack. You see, I was at 8 stacks and it took me straight to 7, and that gauge on the far right is my stack meter, right? So I have now 7, and now as you can see, I'm linked. Everything about me is linked to this target. So with me being linked to the target, the link is affected by power range. So you have to stay within that certain amount of power range. Now the thing about this link, guys, is that one, it can be taken away by nullifier bubbles. So you know, if you see a nullifier come in there, shoot the bubble down to keep your link target up, because you don't want to lose this link in high-end gameplay, because then you're going to really die. Okay, that's what's gonna make you die. Okay, and see, now I went down to 7. So the thing is about Nidus, guys, is that one thing with Nidus is that if you use Link and you complement it very well with his other abilities, you know what, let me show you guys this first. I think this would be the most important thing to show you guys, which is this, so you guys can get an idea of what I mean. So Nidus's first ability, which is freaking amazing. It's a little stomp right here, right? You have to wait till it gets to its maximum range before you can cast it again. It has a travel time. You have to wait till it's finished completely traveling, and then you can use it again. But as you can see, I only do 1 stomp, right? So that it actually does a lot of damage, and it scales up. It does a really great job in the end game, and you're forever going to use it. This is going to be your most spammed ability, because it's going to help you build a stack. So now let's go back into this scenario right here so I can show you guys. Now this is what a lot of people don't talk about. When you're linked to a target, which in endgame, your link now becomes one of your most important moves to stay alive, because this is what's gonna make you face tank right here, is being linked to this target. And always try to get like a heavy gunner or a bomber. But if things are getting crazy and you cannot get a heavy gunner or bomber, just hurry up and grab someone, because it's the damage reduction from you being linked to someone is just so outstandingly great that it's always going to keep you alive anyway. Just really pay attention to that timer countdown on the bottom right, and then also pay attention to if your link is severed. And then what can take it away, like I said it before, is nullifiers, and then just the timer running out itself. You can also cancel it just to find and reattach to the host. In that scenario, you can also attach this to your teammates, but when you attach it to your teammates, you do not get the damage reduction. So here's the thing. At first, you guys see me did my first ability, and when I did my first ability, only 1 came out. So if you want to double Nidus's damage in endgame, for endgame period, you need to be linked to a target and then do your first ability. You will do your first ability, and when you stomp, it'll be 2 of them. Now the way how this occurs, guys, is that when whatever link target you're linked to, it now transfers the migration of Nidus's first ability. So when you stomp, a second one goes out in that meter. So what you would like to do is this right here. You can lock down 2 different areas by how you're looking, you know, 2 different areas by how you're looking. You can look this way, and that can go that way, and then you can go this way, and that can go that way. Wherever you're looking, the stump will generate in that area. So now what that's going to comprehend for you and give you great ideas on how to double your damage is with this scenario right here. So what you're going to do is this exactly. You're going to get all the enemies together, and the way how I use Nidus's link ability, because sometimes you have to aim at a target. So instead of making it hard for you to aim at a target, because by that time a rocket could be coming, you can get shot at really high-end gameplay content, level 300-400 enemies, and you can die, or you just are down to your last stacks and you don't want to lose the last stacks. What you want to do, the great thing that I do with Nidus is this right here. I'll throw my second ability, and when they're all bunched up, I'll just cast my first. And so what's going to happen now is, for me to build stacks super efficiently and super quick, what's going to happen now is this. I'm going to cast this ability again, and I'm going to have double my first ability is going to go there. And look how fast my my stacks goes up. It goes up ridiculously fast. And as far as hitting enemies, multiple different enemies, you can see my energy is going back up from the first ability. So this is basically like a host regen ability. It's freaking amazing, and these are the core mechanics behind Nidus, which makes him amazing, and why all of his abilities synergizes so well together. One, you're doubling your damage, and then from doubling your damage, you're also you're also doubling the amount of energy that you get back at the same time, which makes you to where you don't need a trinity. You're your own trinity. Honest to God, you're actually your own trinity, which makes it crazy. And then getting to 100 stacks like this is super simple, because I always hear people say that they're struggling to gain stacks, but gaining stacks is just so simple when you use this notion and go about it in this kind of way. And as you can see, just from doing a first ability, you can actually kill level 130s. You could kill level 400, it doesn't matter. So now I'm gonna unattach myself from this guy, and I'm gonna make him give me energy by shooting me, because his damage at this level is not enough to even kill me. So this is the thing about it, guys. So I'm gonna get my energy back and then reattach myself to the host. Now I'm in the undying stage, right? I'm in the undying stage, and in that undying stage, what it does for you is you have 5 seconds to either retreat or put yourself in a better scenario, or to make sure that you get your link target off. You want to make sure that you link to someone within that time frame, or you grab life support within that time frame. And those are the most important things that you would like to do within that 5 seconds. Find a new host to link to, and then hurry up and get it off while you start back your face tanking. And then from that notion, you will go back into using your second ability. You would use your second ability and then start right back up. Once you're linked to an enemy, you will use your second ability and then start using your first ability to build back up your stacks, to forever keep stacking up, so you can stay out there and face tank with all the rest of the enemies. Now, the other thing about Nidus, guys, what makes him actually shine so well is this right here. Now, you guys see how fast I was building stacks just now. Now, this is the other thing about Nidus. What makes him just so amazing is his fourth ability. It takes 3 to use, but the thing is when you see these maggots that's all over the place, you can hold down his first ability and you can see the maggots that's everywhere. You want to bring them all together with all the maggots, and then you want to pop all the maggots together, and your stuff goes up so quick. Just look at that. Just look at how fast it's going up. That's the secret behind Nidus and how you max stacks so fast. And that's what I do on why I go to like level 400, level 500 without dying with Nidus, guys. And it's just really amazing. So what you just did was you used your host to basically pop extra maggots for you, and then you yourself did it at the same time, so which is the same notion, doubled everything that you're getting back, and it just makes it so freaking amazing. Now with Nidus, like I would say, guys, it's the best thing to weapon complement Nidus, because Nidus still depends a lot on his weapons, even though he can kill with his first ability so well. And you are always going to synergize with your third ability, your fourth ability. When you're low on stacks, what you're going to do when you're low on stacks, you're going to have your fourth ability out here. And your fourth ability, honestly, in endgame status, guys, what's going to happen is that you're going to use your fourth even if you have a lot of stacks, just to knock your stacks down back to 97. And you're going to keep that notion up. One, your fourth ability, it heals you, and then on top of healing you, it provides CC. So you need that CC out there, and it's affected by range. So what it is that you need that CC out there. I'm gonna die just to keep dropping my stacks, just so you guys can see the ridiculous notion on how fast you gain your stacks back. So I'm at 87 right now, right? I'm gonna completely drop down, and this is gonna be amazing for you guys. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm gonna find my host. I'm attached to my host, and then I have enough range to pull them all in together. I'm gonna do my fourth ability, and then I can just do my stomp. And then what's gonna happen now is that my stacks are just gonna go back up so ridiculously quick once the maggots applied themselves to the target. And you can see when you pop the maggots, it goes up so fast that it's ridiculous, as you guys can see. And now more maggots are attaching themselves because they're coming out of the whatever you want to call this, I don't know what you want to call that, the mutation. They're coming out of the mutation. So whenever they come out and you see them attach themselves towards the enemy, use your 2 and then just apply your 1 to significantly boost the amount of regen on stacks that you have. So it's an amazing feature with this frame, and the reason why a lot of people like to say that he's OP or a lot of this is because he is just so phenomenally made that DE just really outdone themselves. So I would really love to see DE keep up this notion on how they're making their frames from now on, and just really use this amount of synergy. This synergy is beautiful, and I love it so much. So let me know if you guys enjoyed the video, if you guys thought the video was useful in any kind of way. And the thing about this, guys, let me know if you guys want me to do future videos like this with breakdowns on what you would do in endgame stature for different things like this. Now with this with you being attached to basically a host, having rage on Nidus is the best thing, because you're forever gonna get your energy back, because you're not gonna die in one shot unless you reach up to, the only time I got one shotted, and I don't know the reason why, I think it was a I think honestly it was a nullifier at level 800, and they one-shotted me with the Lanka, but I went straight into my undying stage. But I think I may have not made the host quick enough, so I think that's the only reason. But guys, as you can see, the stronger you get, your first ability also builds on damage itself, and rage is just amazing with this guy. If you guys would like to see my Nidus build, the link is in the description. This is just a future video just to help everyone out on how to play Nidus. Really do hope that you guys enjoy it, and like I said, weapon complementary is important, and for me personally, I like to go with a shotgun with Nidus. Nidus really makes me like shotguns, or the Czar is also great. You can throw the Tonkor in there, any weapon that really that solidifies AoE combination. So I really do hope that you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe for more Warframe video, and I will catch you guys on the next episode.